Washington and Oregon State. That line has done some funky movement recently. It opened up with Washington as a favorite on the road. It's now Oregon State, as of this recording, -2. They're back to being a home favorite. Total is 63.5. That's come down a little bit. A lot of line movement going on during the week, Nate. Where are you looking at? Where should people look?
It is a big line movement, 4.5 points, pretty much.
Yeah.
However, it's through 0 and not through any key numbers. So we're not going through 3 at all. So it's a lot of points, but maybe not as big of a deal as maybe some games where you cross a key number, and then obviously a game can end in a tie, so 0 isn't important. But I like where the market's going in this game. I like Oregon State a lot in this game.
Beavers.
Washington has been very, I wouldn't say overrated, but because like their market isn't giving them much credit in this game, but just a defense that's very vulnerable. I think is a liability. You saw it last week when they gave up 28 points in the first half at home to Utah, who probably is the worst offense in the Pac-12 because Cam Rising hasn't returned this year, and they're playing Bryson Barnes. So really don't think this Washington defense, I don't like him in this game. I don't like him in the potential Pac-12 title game in 2 weeks against Oregon. I think it's going to hold him back as good as Michael Penix has played this season. And I also like a little bit of a kind of a narrative factor in this game where Oregon State, last home game, they're playing a team that's leaving the conference and kind of leaving them and Washington State behind in Washington in this game because Washington's going to the Big Ten. So I think we get a really inspired effort, a big home crowd in Corvallis, Saturday evening, 4:30 kickoff. I like Oregon State a lot in this game, and then it looks like potentially it'll be a Pac-12 title game between two one-loss teams, and I really just want to fade Washington here.
I agree with you, fading Washington, and I'm going to do it with their team total. I'm going to go Washington team total under 31.5. And you look at the resume that Washington comes in with.
Stuff?
I am. I love a team total now. I'm a big team total guy.
Style.
A team total guy. I love it. You should join me on this. It's an under for a team total. It's going to be a bit of a sweat because we all know how good Washington's offense is. But you look at the resume, you look at what they've done this season. They haven't really played good defenses on the road. And the best defense I think they've played on the road was week 5 against Arizona. They scored 31 points in that game. This is going to be by far the best defense that Washington has played on the road this season. Oregon State is the 7th best defense in terms of opponents' points per game when they're playing at home. They only give up 14 points and a little bit of change on at home when they're playing defense. Oregon's also 5th in the country in sacks a game. They're going to be pressuring Michael Penix like he probably hasn't seen before. Maybe since the Oregon game, something like that. I like the team total under for the Huskies. I don't think we see as explosive of an offense as we're used to seeing. And Colby, over there in your corner, giggling?
I'm only giggling because we look like the game day stuff where all the logos are the same. It's like we're all picking Oregon State. You might as well just take Washington to win.
We're all picking against Washington.
$1 million. Take the plus money, but we're not doing that. I'm taking Oregon. Everything Nate said, I agree with. I think the Beavers have the all-around better team and better defense, clearly, and I think that's the way that they're going to cover and win this game. And for the first time ever in my life, I'm saying I trust DJ Ukulele.
Oh, no.
Ukulele.
You know what happens when you say you trust a quarterback on the show?
I trust DJ Ukulele. And guess what? I like that I trust him.
Oh, boy.